Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Gulam Abbas from Mishi Arts, and today we are going to learn this very simple, beautiful, decent, delicate doily. So this doily is made with thread, and this is very beautiful design, and you can simply use it for many different purposes. Like in the last video I showed you how to use the doily to make the bowl with it, so you can also use it to make different type of things. You can use it to decorate, and you can also use it on your center table. It really looks very beautiful. So let's get started. But before starting, I would like to say please subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed. Also, you can suggest me some videos, some thing that you really want to learn. So let's get started. So we are going to start with a slip knot, and we are going to chain 10. This is our slip knot, and now we are going to make 10 chains. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now with a slip stitch make a ring. Now make chain 3, and we are going to start our first round, and in this we are going to make 31 double crochet, and these 3 chains will be counted as our first double crochet. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. This is how we make a double crochet. Second double crochet, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. In this way we are going to make 31 double crochets, and this will be counted as our first double crochet. So in total we will have 32 double crochets. So once you have made 31 double crochets, it will look something like this, but don't worry, when you are going to move ahead it will be fine. So into the we made these 3 chains. Into the third chain we are going to do a slip stitch, and our round 1 is completed. Moving on to round 2, we are going to chain 3, 2 more chains, total 5 chains, yarn over, and now we are going to double crochet into the second stitch. We are going to skip a stitch, and into the second stitch we are going to make a double crochet. Again chain 2 and double crochet into we are going to skip a stitch and double crochet into the next stitch. Again chain 2, skip a stitch and double crochet. So in this way we are going to complete our round 2. So now I have total 15 blocks, and now chain 2 and in slip stitch into the third chain where we started, and this our round is completed. And at the end of this round I am having total 16 boxes. Okay, so now we are going to chain 3 and start our next round. And in this round we are going to chain 3 and make 2 more, total 5 chains. And now we are going to make a cluster over here. So I'm going to make how to make a cluster. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and hold these 2 loops on your hook. In this way second time, and in this way third time. And now we have total 4 loops on our hook, and draw through all these 4 loops, and our cluster is ready. And chain 2 and double crochet into this. Now chain 2, double crochet into the next double crochet, Now chain 2, cluster into chain 2 space, and chain 2, double crochet on double crochet, chain 2, double crochet on double crochet. In this way we are going to complete our round. So I have completed my third round and chain 2 and slip stitch into the third chain of the when we started. Now again we are going to chain 5, 3, 4 and 5. Now we are going to make two clusters, one over here and one over here, and in these between two clusters we are going to chain 2. So begin our first cluster into this space. Our first cluster is ready, chain 2, and now we are going to make the second cluster over here. Two clusters are ready, and in between two clusters we have made chain 2. Again we are going to make chain 2 and double crochet over here, chain 2, double crochet on top of the double crochet. Join me back once you have completed all these. So I have finished my round, and now you can see the design is taking its shape. So we are going we had a design. In this design we had our cluster over here, then we have two clusters. Now we are going to have three clusters, one over here, one over here and one over here. So let's start. Begin with chain 5 and start your cluster over here. The first cluster, chain 2. Now second cluster, and now chain 2 again, and our third cluster over here. Chain 2 and double crochet on the top of double crochet, chain 2, double crochet on top of double crochet. Now again chain 2, one cluster over here, one cluster, chain 2, one cluster over here, chain 2, and the third cluster over here, chain 2, and then double crochet into this. Again chain 2, double crochet over here. I hope you understand this pattern. So I have completed my round 6, and at the end what we have to do is chain 2 and a slip stitch into the third chain. Okay, now in this row we made 3 clusters. Now we are going to chain 3 and 2 more chains, total 5 chains. And now what we are going to do is we are going to yarn over and make a cluster stitch over here. Chain 2, cluster into the next chain 2 space, chain 2, third cluster, chain 2. Now the fourth cluster over here. We have completed the fourth cluster, and again chain 2, double crochet over here. Again chain 2, double crochet on top of double crochet, chain 2, and now continue the same cluster over here, cluster, chain 2, cluster over here, chain 2, cluster over here, chain 2, cluster over here, chain 2, and a double crochet on top of double crochet. This is our round 7, and join me back once you have completed. So I have completed and I am at the end of this round, and over here what you have to do, chain 2 and slip stitch into the third chain, and your round is complete. Now what you have to do is you have to turn your work, make a single crochet, make a slip stitch, and now turn your work again. And now what you have to do over here is you have to make 3 chains, and now you have to make 5 more chains. It means you have to make total 8 chains. I have made 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And now in the same space we have to make a double crochet. You understand? We did 8 chains and a double crochet. Now what we have to do is we have to make 2 chains, and now we are going to make a cluster over here. One cluster, chain 2, second cluster, chain 2, third cluster, chain 2. Our 3 clusters are ready, and now over here we have to work over here. So in this chain 2 space we are going to make double crochet, chain 5, double crochet into the same chain 2 space, chain 2, and continue. So now what we have to do, we have to make 3 clusters over here, 1, 2 and 3. After that again we are going to make this V-shaped space and continue this round. So I have completed this round, and you can see chain 2, and after chain 2 we are going to do a slip stitch into the third chain. Now it's very simple. Do a slip stitch into this space. Now chain 3 and make 9 double crochets. So this chain 3 will be count as our 1 double crochet and 9 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, and this first 3 chains will be counted as first double crochet, so total 10 double crochets. Now chain 2, we are going to do a cluster over here and a cluster over here. 1, 2. This is my first cluster, chain 2. Now this is the second cluster. After making 2 clusters, we are going to chain 2 and work 10 double crochets into this chain 5 space. So at the end of this round you have to do a slip stitch. Now we are on our second last round, and in this round what you have to do is chain 3 and one more chain, total 4 chains and single crochet in each of the single crochet. So okay, so chain 4, single crochet. Now chain 1, sorry, I told it single crochet but it's a double crochet. Chain 4, double crochet in the double crochet. Let me focus now, it's okay. And again chain 1. Now we are going to do a double crochet, again chain 1 and double crochet. In this way we are going to have total 10 double crochets. So you see I have completed double crochet on all of these double crochets with one chain in between. Now what we have to do, chain 2 and make a cluster in between these 2 clusters. Only one cluster now we are going to make. And now again chain 2, double crochet in each of the double crochet but a chain in between. In this way you are going to complete the round. So as you can see, I have completed my second last round, and now I am going to do a slip stitch over here, and this round is also finished. Now last round of our doily, and for that what you have to do is you have to do a single crochet into this chain 1 space. Now 1 2 3, you have to make 3 chains and again a single crochet into the same chain 1 space. Single crochet, chain 3 and a single crochet, single crochet, chain 3 and a single crochet. This will give the last line a dot like effect, you can see. And now once you have completed this, over here we are going to make 2 single crochets, 2 single crochets over here, and continue the same thing all the way around till the end, and then slip stitch and fasten off. So you can see the doily is complete, and after fasten off and weaving the ends it looks something like this, and from the back it is over here. I sewed this end also, so this is the wrong side and this is the right side of our doily, so you can use it any way you want. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel, also click the bell icon so you can be notified whenever the new video is uploaded, and please give thumbs up to this video. Have a great day.